92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Two things are going to happen in today's second date update. One, we're going to try to get this dude another date.
Yeah.
And two, it's going to be a karaoke off.
What?
I kissed a girl and I liked it. She was wearing some chappy chapstick. I kissed a girl, she was digging it. Hey everybody, check out my MySpace page.
Oh my God. Is that really your go-to song? Because it changes the meaning of that song a lot when you sing
That
it.
is my go-to song, and I post all of my karaoke songs on my MySpace page.
Okay. And they're all Katy Perry for some reason.
Yes, they are. And Eric, who's on the phone right now, is a big karaoke guy. That's where he said he met the girl that he wants to call today, and that kind of ruffled my feathers because I'm ready for a challenge, Eric.
Oh, okay.
After we do the second date, you and I, karaoke off. What do you say?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do it.
All right.
He's like, you're weird, man. What's your go-to karaoke song?
You know, I sing a lot of stuff, but like if I really want to impress people, I do Born to Run. That's my go-to.
Born to Run.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you sang the night that you met the woman in question?
You know, it is. I actually just sung Born to Run, and her name's Anna.
Uh-huh.
She came and sat down at my table with like me and my guys.
Oh, I was thinking maybe she threw her panties at the stage. That's what I get when I sing. Chicks take off their undies and throw them at me.
So competing.
So,
That's weird.
so Anna heard you sing and came and sat down with you guys?
Yeah, she did. You know, if you can nail karaoke, it's all the work you have to do. They come to you. You know?
Oh, really? You're like a bona fide celebrity at that point.
That's all you need to do. So is this a situation where you're not getting a call back, or did you guys actually end up going out on a date?
Well, both kind of. So we were talking, and she was like, "You want to get out of here?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's get out of here." And we went to like a quieter bar so we could just talk.
Okay.
Right? Like I left my guys, and it was just the two of us.
Yeah.
So we did kind of go on a date. Like we met and kept going out that night.
Whoa.
And how did your quiet time at the other bar go?
I thought it went really well. Like we had several drinks, and I'd already been drinking at the karaoke bar, so it's a little fuzzy.
Okay.
But like I thought we really connected. You know, like it was one of the most intimate sort of first dates I've ever had. Like we really talked about like sad stuff. We connected, I thought. Like
That sounds like a great experience. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of sad stuff did you talk about?
no, not like super sad. Just like I vaguely remember talking about our exes, and I like talked about my ex. I think I may have cried at one point.
Oh, that's not good.
Why do you think this is a good experience in retrospect?
No, it was good because we felt connected, I thought.
Uh-huh.
It was like a level of intimacy that you can only achieve with someone you really are connected with.
Was she into the crying though? Like, did she reciprocate or comfort you, or was she just like, I have to go?
I remember her being nice. Again, I drank like a night's worth of drinking at two different bars, so I kind of twice as drunk as normal.
So what's interesting to me is that you're calling thinking this was a good experience when most people, if they ended up crying at a bar with some lady that they'd never met, would be calling to apologize.
I hear what you're saying, but it was like we really had something. From my perspective, it didn't feel like pitiful or sad.
Okay.
It felt like important.
So if the crying isn't the reason she's not calling you back, what do you think it was?
Oh God, maybe she met someone else. I don't know. I thought that it was great.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then we'll call her and get your second date update, all right?
Sure.
Don't cry while we're gone.
I'll try.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Come on in, jump on it, ride it. Hi, my name's Tony. My saddle's waiting. What's up? My name is Tony.
Oh my gosh.
I change the lyrics when I do karaoke.
Dude,
I change the lyrics a little bit to make it my own. Hey, Eric,
Yeah.
you know what that was?
What was that?
A warning shot.
Oh.
There can only be one karaoke king around here, and he pretends his name is Tony when he sings the song Pony by Genuine.
And he also talks about himself in third person.
Yeah, I don't know if I can live up to that.
Yeah, you can't.
I told you, after this
Yeah.
second date update is over, since you met the girl you want to call today doing karaoke, we are going to have a karaoke challenge, you and I.
Threat.
I'm shaking in my boots. I'm so
You
scared
don't
right
have to
now.
tell me that, Eric. I can hear the
Yeah.
fear in your voice.
He doesn't want to compete with you. He just wants to get a second date with this girl.
Because he's heard my abilities.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Let me just refresh everybody's memory before we make the phone call. Eric met Anna at karaoke. They ended up hanging out at a couple different bars that night. He's really confused why she's not calling back because he thought they had a great connection. He does say that he cried while they were hanging out, and they talked about their exes, which usually doesn't make for a good experience, but he swears that they really connected, and it was much deeper than we're thinking.
And I never heard, what was the last thing you guys said to each other?
Oh, God.
I know you were drunk, but...
I was super drunk. I mean, from what I remember, we walked out the bar. I turned right. She turned left. Because, I mean, we weren't going home together, so I was like, that's normal. But then I was like, wait, because I wanted to kiss her. And then I don't think she heard me. She just kept walking.
Oh. Okay.
sounds
Or she did hear you and kept walking. Yeah. All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Anna?
This is Anna.
Hey, Anna, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
From the radio?
Yes. Yeah. Are you familiar with the show at all?
I've heard you guys once or twice.
All right, awesome. That means clearly you were a big fan those 2 times that you listened. Or that once and then maybe the twice that you listened because you keep coming back for more. And that's awesome.
I can tell.
Anna, I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
About me?
Yeah.
From who?
Well, his name is Eric, and you guys met at karaoke the other night.
Oh, really?
Yes. He says he had a really fun time with you the other night and wants to know why you're not calling him back.
Wait, so he couldn't get in touch with me, so he called you guys?
Yeah. Well, according to him, he's tried to get in touch with you, but you won't call him back or text him back or anything.
He seems to think that you guys connected on a whole nother level.
I mean, when I first met him, we connected and everything was great, but then it kind of went downhill from there.
How did it go downhill?
I don't know what he told you, but we kind of got into some personal stuff. And I don't know if I want to, blast all of his stuff on the radio.
Well, a couple things. One, he is willing to have it blasted because he wanted to do this phone call. I mean, anybody that would call me out of the blue on the radio, I would dish all the dirt on him. And 2, he said that he was out on the date with you and he started crying, talking about something. We thought that was weird.
And he said that he talked about exes, too.
Yeah, and that's basically it. You guys drank a bunch that night.
Yep, that's pretty much what it was.
Was it the crying then? Like the crying turned you off?
I mean, the crying was definitely a lot, but there was one other kind of big thing.
Bigger than crying on the first date.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys, I don't know if I should be talking about this.
Okay, well, like I said, when anybody does one of these second date updates, they know that their business could get put out on the air, so he's prepared for that to happen. He just really wants to know.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. We talked to him, and we said, you might hear something you don't like, and he's cool hearing it.
And he's clueless. Like, he has no idea why you wouldn't be calling him back.
Really? Oh, I didn't think he was that drunk. Okay. Well, so it was towards the end of the night. We both have had quite a few drinks. We took a shot. We took one final shot. And into the night, things get a little rough. And he's telling me all these stories, and then he just starts to cry.
Oh, sweetheart isn't over his ex, is he?
Absolutely not. Not even close.
Yeah.
It was this one particular girl he's talking about. I guess they were engaged.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that's a big ex.
Yeah. So I think they had just recently broken off the engagement.
Yeah.
So he's talking about her. He's crying about her. And then he lets it slip that in order to help get over this girl, he recently bought a hooker.
What?
Whoa! Wait a minute.
He told you he bought a hooker?
Wow.
Yeah, he just kind of dropped that bomb.
Whoa!
That's a big bomb to drop.
What did you say to that?
I asked for the check.
Okay. He was so drunk at that point, he might not have even noticed, really.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I mean, the crying is one thing, but then also going the extra mile to be like, and this is how I got over it. And hello, new man.
Oh, my gosh.
That's-
Yeah, I had to get out of there after that.
Oh my God.
You know who probably wishes they could get out of here right now?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Eric, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Eric?
Hey Anna, how you doing? Listen, I was joking.
Uh-huh.
I really, as you were sobbing into your drink, I really don't think you were joking.
All right, look, I don't remember telling you this. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I wasn't joking, but it needs to be destigmatized, and I think that's really the what we learn from this.
No, Eric, that's not the route
Is
you're
that
going
what
to
we're
take on
learning?
this one. No, sex work, it's not a moral issue right now.
It's a culture thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not a first date thing to admit. I don't think I did anything wrong.
Eric, you told me in the first couple hours that you had recently slept with a prostitute.
I thought we were connecting. I just felt comfortable with you.
What?
But there are some things that you don't share with strangers, connection or not.
Yeah.
We just met.
I was drunk. People say things when they're drunk. It doesn't mean that that's the way they are all the time.
You're not buying prostitutes left and right, okay? It's just a one-off.
It's not like you made a bad joke. You told her about a real life situation where you hired a prostitute.
Just one time.
But here's the thing, Eric. Right now, you don't sound still even real regretful or embarrassed by the fact.
I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry that I overshared. I'm not sorry about my private life choices. I'm sorry I made that your business.
Eric.
But you know what? Now you know me. Now you know who I am. You know all my secrets.
And now you know if you go out with him and break up with him, he'll be all right.
Well, no, I want you to come. I just want you to know, Anna, that I like you. I like you a lot, but I also want you to accept me for who I am.
Hey,
Wait,
that's
so
some
wait.
brutal honesty.
Come on,
Anna.
but buying a hooker is part of who you are? Is that what you're saying right now?
It's a choice I made once.
So, yeah, it's part of you. Officially, forever, you are a man who has enjoyed the company of a prostitute. And that's okay if you're not ashamed of it.
Isn't a lot of sex transactional? Why is this the line, Anna? I mean, come on.
Eric, all right. You're a very nice guy. I had a great time with you. But you're obviously not over your ex. You're trying to get over her by paying for sex. I don't know if I want to be a part of that.
You don't have to be a part of it. Like that was the past.
You just said that all sex was transactional to a point.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it? I mean,
So if we continue to go out and I do eventually sleep with you, will you just consider me a transaction?
Oh.
not you.
Oh,
Right,
now
right.
you're
You
the
just backed
assassin.
yourself into a corner,
Man,
Eric.
Eric.
Hey,
you're
Anna, would
just-
you like to go out with Eric one more time? We will pay for a second date.
Eric, I think you need to take some time to work on yourself,
Yeah.
and then maybe we'll run into each other at karaoke again sometime down the line.
Oh.
How about I just give you a week and then you can call me? Give me like a week.
Just a week.
You need more than a week.
I think you need a little more than a week.
Yeah.
Couple weeks. Come on, Anna.
No, I said no. And if that upsets you, I know something you could do to make yourself feel better.
Don't encourage it,
There you go,
Anna.
Eric.
That's not fair. Don't use that against
Yeah.
me.
Hiring a prostitute is one of Eric's best qualities, and don't turn his good qualities against him.
Fine. All right. Are we done here?
Eric, I don't know. Is time up? How long did we have? Okay, Anna.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, Eric almost had me until that last part. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, this dude Eric wanted to call Anna. They met over karaoke, and he wasn't sure why she wasn't calling back. Well, we got her on the phone and found out he was drinking a little bit, and he was kind of crying about his ex because they had just broken up. And then he revealed to her that he had hired the help of a professional to get over her. And by professional, I don't mean therapist, I mean a prostitute.
Yeah. And he didn't really back down from that being a good idea.
No, he owned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like,
I
so
mean,
what?
I don't know.
It's kind of a
though.
hard hump to cross.
I don't
for,
think. I know it happens a lot. I don't think any girl can actually sleep with a guy knowing that he's been with a
Well,
hooker
would you
before.
be with a woman who slept with a hooker?
Well, I
yeah.
would. I don't have standards,
Absolutely.
though. That's different.
For sure. That's what I look for. It's like a
That's
deal
what you
breaker if
look
you
for?
haven't. Text in 78592. That's the question. Would you sleep with someone if you really liked them and you knew that they had hired a professional one time to help them out in the sexuals department? And if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
92.5.
60 seconds away from your shock collar question of the day. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. But before we get into that, chances are you probably don't put a ton of thought into the text messages that you send every day.
No, not really. No.
You might want to put a little more consideration into your texts.
Why are you?
Because
just
one of them could be your eternal legacy.
What?
Because last week a dude on Twitter posted an idea and said, what if the last thing you texted is what goes on your tombstone forever?
Oh,
And
weird.
the tweet started going viral with people sharing their last texts that would become their embarrassing permanent last words.
Oh.
Some of the ones that people shared were, oops, wrong car. Or, bro, did you eat my chicken enchiladas?
Oh, wow.
Or, WTF, my fingers smell like onions.
That is a good WTF, especially if you haven't been around onions.
I'd like it on my tombstone. That'd be nice.
And I think my goldfish is mad at me. That was another text that would be on somebody's tombstone. So,
Do they get mad?
Yeah.
what would each of us have written on our tombstones? What's the last thing? Take a look at your phone.
The last thing, let's see, I sent was to you, Jubal, and all it was good luck, thumbs up, shamrock emoji.
That's kind of a cool thing to have on your
Yeah.
tombstone.
The last thing I texted, well, I got a lot of texts. Your Postmates here, your Postmate driver's here. But what I texted was actually to young Jeffrey yesterday, on my way, gonna be late.
Dude,
That's
that
on my
is actually your life.
Yeah,
That's me.
That is your life.
It is.
Boiled down to one text.
it's really appropriate for us. The last thing that I texted was to Barbecue Chris, the technical director.
God, do we text anybody else
guess
besides each
not.
other?
Each other?
This
Yeah.
is really sad.
It's weird.
We need to make friends, you guys.
It's like the one day everybody on the show is actually talking to each other
I know,
outside of
which
the...
is random.
Last thing I texted him just says, to caress you.
Barbecue Chris?
Yeah.
I
I
feel
don't
like
even want to know.
I feel like your guys' relationship is different than my relationship
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it might be.
he's
Caress
our
come up.
technical director, but apparently he's a different kind of director for you.
For me, yeah, he and I have a different relationship. So.
I
Yeah.
hope that it's. Are you okay, Chris? You need to talk to anybody? You're good. He just gave a thumbs up.
Just
So
turned red.
He's good with it.
yeah, just making sure we didn't need to get HR involved.
Stuff to make that happen at some point today, Chris. Well, it's on my tombstone. A reminder to Chris that I will caress him.
Yeah.
All right, let's get in the shot caller question of the day. Young Jeffrey has come in studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shock collar this morning. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592. What song do you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today? Jose is drawing a name out of the hat because he had it last. And who'd you get?
I got Brooke Fox.
No.
All right. Brooke's got the shot collar while she's putting that on. Jeff, please read Brooke the shot collar question of the day.
Mount Rushmore is a famous national monument in South Dakota depicting 4 of our nation's greatest presidents. It's visited by 3 million people every year, just had its 75th anniversary, and you've probably seen photos of the monument a million times. So you should have no problem naming the 4 presidents that are on the mountain in the correct order that they appear, from left to right.
Jeez.
There's no way, you guys, I can do this.
From left to right.
From left to right.
I swear, just photographic memory, George Washington.
You think
On the
he's
left.
first?
Yeah, he's on the left because he's the first president. It makes the most sense for him to start out.
Okay, wait, let's name all 4 first.
Okay.
So-
Washington, Lincoln,
Roosevelt,
Roosevelt, and oh my gosh, who's the 4th one?
Lincoln. No, we
No,
already
I
said
already
Lincoln.
said Lincoln.
They have 2 Lincolns on there.
Yeah, there's
No.
double Lincoln.
There's double, yeah.
I believed you for a
That
second.
makes
They
sense.
couldn't think of anybody else. Let's just do Lincoln again.
Who else? Who else?
Who's the
is it?
4th president? Is it? It's not Benjamin.
FDR. Roosevelt.
No, we said
No.
Roosevelt. It's
don't think
Teddy,
so.
I think. Or is it FDR?
No, that's-
you guys,
that's right.
Jeffrey,
That was the
why
same
didn't you
guy.
just go with no? FDR and Teddy are 2 different people.
Oh yeah, Franklin Delano.
Yes.
That's right. And then Theodore. Okay.
Yes.
That's right.
So it's Roosevelt, it's Lincoln, it's Washington, and it's who's
my
the other
God.
president on there? Is it
I
Adams?
just-
Is it John Adams?
I just photoshopped
It
a
has to
picture
be-
of it the other day, too. I should remember this.
Yeah, you did. It's got to be John Adams. I think you're right.
You guys,
Oh,
who
God.
is the other
I have no
president on
idea.
Oh
there?
my god. I didn't think this was going to be this tough, guys.
Let's
Is
Washington
Garfield on
the
there?
left.
The cat, I mean.
The cat? I think Theodore Roosevelt
Jefferson.
is next.
It's Jefferson.
There it is.
Jefferson's on there.
Read the
I'm
question
into
one more
it.
time.
It sounds right. I'm not sure though.
Mount Rushmore is a famous national monument in South Dakota depicting 4 of our nation's greatest presidents. You've probably seen photos of it a million times, so you shouldn't have any issues naming the 4 presidents in the correct order that they appear from left to right.
Okay, I'm just going to go that it goes in chronological order.
I think Lincoln is on the end, on the far right.
No, because what I want to do is
No, he's
Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, Roosevelt.
I like it.
Is that what you're
Okay,
going with?
okay, I'm going with it. Okay, Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, Roosevelt.
I'm into it.
Mount Rushmore started construction back in 1927. It took 14 years to finish, and the entire project cost under $1 million. It still features 4 of America's greatest presidents on the front, from left to right. The order is George Washington, Thomas Jefferson,
Oh, thank God.
Oh!
Teddy Roosevelt, and then Abraham Lincoln on the right.
Why would they switch those two, man?
I think it is chronological order.
It's not. No, Roosevelt's the last president we had. Lincoln is way before Roosevelt.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry.
Well, you got it wrong, and somebody wanted to hear Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. So you can sing that before you get shocked.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud, woman warm. I've been kicked around since I was born. No, it's all right, it's okay. They look the other way. We can't try to understand New York Times.
Sing the whole song.
Yeah,
All right, your phone tap's coming up in just a few minutes. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm Bradley Johnson with 1-800-DUI-AWAY. Not getting behind the wheel after drinking is the best choice. But if you're pulled over, the next best choice is to call 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
It's another Jubal phone tab.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Hello?
Hi, my name is Casey Ryback, and I'm calling from Energy. I was looking to speak with Emily or Brian.
Yes, this is Emily.
Hi, Emily. How are you? According to our records, you just moved into a new house, and you had a question about the gas.
Yes.
The gas connection?
Yes, I emailed in because, well, as you already know, our house has natural gas. And
Yeah.
anyways, there was a worker here the other day who said the gas would be turned on by Thursday. But
Okay.
so far, there's no gas.
So he wasn't able to give you gas?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you don't have gas right now.
No. I'm sorry. Why is this funny to you?
I'm sorry. It's just that word.
Well, you work for this company. Shouldn't it be?
I know. Oh, sorry. I've worked here for 10 years, too. I should get used to it.
Okay. Well, so what's going on though with my gas?
I don't know. You tell me. What'd you eat? Oh.
Excuse me?
I'm so... Okay. I got to regain my composure here.
Okay. Can you just tell me when the gas is going to be turned on, please?
Yeah. I can help you with that for sure.
Because I need the gas by Thursday because I'm having a lot of people over it, so I need it to be working.
I feel like that'd be the last time you'd want gas with a lot of people.
Okay, yeah. You know what? You're acting really immature right now, and I'm just trying to get this problem fixed. So can
Yeah.
we focus up here?
I know. I'll compose myself. It's so darn funny, don't you think?
No, I'm not going to say the word then, but you know what my issue is. So
Okay.
can you please tell me when it will be fixed by?
Yes. All right, let me give you some advice because I clearly cannot seem to pull it together. For the rest of the conversation, let's just not use that G word, okay?
fine with me. You seem to have the issue with it. I don't care.
Okay. All right. So your question is what? I was laughing so much I missed it.
Okay, try to hold it together here while I explain to you what the issue is. I can't believe I have to do this again. This is ridiculous.
I know, and I apologize. I will hold it together. Please tell me the issue.
So, my husband and I moved into a new house, and I need the connection to the heating portion from you.
Okay. I'm having a little trouble following along to that.
You know what I mean.
I don't. A heater's not working? Is that what it is? Because we don't deal with just heaters.
For the love of God.
Oh, yikes.
Just listen to me. There's no connection to the colorless, odorless air that people need to use in their homes.
Oh, okay.
Is that clear enough for you?
I think so, yes. When you're talking about colorless, odorless air, I think you mean gas. Odorless gas.
Christ.
If it's odorless, probably fine, but if it's coming out in color, that's more than just gas.
Okay. You know what? Give me your supervisor. This is ridiculous. Your job is to help me connect to the gas.
Okay. All right, you gotta stop. Because you gotta connect to your own gas. Because this is a prank phone call. That's why. Oh.
Excuse me. What are you saying now?
Oh, I said it's a prank phone call because this is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you, and your husband Brian set you up.
Oh my God.
He told me you guys moved into a new place and you were having some gas problems, and he wanted me to mess with you.
I thought I was talking to the most immature person on the face of the planet.
I think you are, actually. So.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone tabs. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
All right, you're going for 34 wins in a row today, Brooke.
Okay.
And you're going to be playing Wendy in Port Orchard. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Hi.
I thought you were going to ask us a question, Wendy. Lead the conversation. Take charge a little bit in your life.
Well, I'm ready for this.
All right.
Cool.
See if I can beat you today.
All right, Wendy, we're sending Brooke out of the room. The game is played like this. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass, and you have to beat Brooke outright to win. Are you ready, Wendy?
I'm ready.
You sound ready. I'm not ready because I don't have my paper the correct way. Now I'm ready. Here you go. Your time starts now. Former Seattle Seahawk Richard Sherman just signed a contract with what rival team?
The 49ers.
The word Muppet is a combination of the words puppet and what else?
Pass.
Does Kentucky have more barrels of bourbon or actual people in the state?
Bourbon.
What do you call the soft tissue that makes up the inside of your bones?
Pass.
The constellation called Orion depicts a man in what profession?
Pass.
What's the highest ever recorded temperature in the history of Seattle?
Oh, I didn't hear you.
It said, what's the highest ever recorded temperature in the history of Seattle?
108.
Okay. Bring Brooke back into the studio. You did a good job. You got a lot of questions in.
Yeah, I did great.
I don't know if you're serious or not. Wendy? All right, Brooke is back in the studio, putting her headphones on. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Your time starts now. Former Seattle Seahawk Richard Sherman just signed a contract with what rival team?
49ers.
The word Muppet is a combination of the words puppet and what else?
Mannequin.
Does Kentucky have more barrels of bourbon or actual people in the state?
I'm going to go bourbon.
What do you call the soft tissue that makes up the inside of your bones?
Tendons.
The constellation called Orion depicts a man in what profession?
Archery.
What's the highest ever recorded temperature in the history of Seattle?
116.
The French word touche originates from what Olympic sport?
Fencing.
All right, let's send it on over to the scoreboard and see how you guys did with Jose.
Hey, I'm tweaking! I'm working! I'm twerking!
Bolaños.
What the heck was that? Was it Wendy?
Wendy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't write the Y. I threw myself off. Wendy, you got 2 correct today. You got a lot of questions in. Brooke,
Yep.
3 correct.
Take it.
Just edged you out, Wendy. Sorry. No money.
That's okay.
But you were a pleasure to talk to.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, no prob.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over the answers. The former Seahawk Richard Sherman just signed a contract with the San Francisco 49ers, 3 years, $39 million. The word Muppet is a combination of the words puppet and what else? Marionette.
Oh.
A marionette is a puppet that moves with strings. Does Kentucky have more barrels of bourbon or actual people in the state? Bourbon. Over 4.9 million barrels of bourbon aging currently, and their population is 4.3 million people. What do you call the soft tissue that makes up the inside of your bones? Marrow. It's where all your new red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets are made, right there in the marrow.
Oh,
Yeah, so sometimes you eat that at restaurants.
delicious.
Didn't know
It is
that
pretty
one.
good.
How
It's
would
not
you
human marrow,
describe
though.
it like that?
It's
It
some
makes
sort of
my
other animal's
skin
marrow.
crawl. Yeah.
Well, the constellation called Orion depicts a man in what profession? A hunter. He has a club in one hand and defending himself with the other. What's the highest ever recorded temperature in the history of Seattle? 103 degrees back on July 29th, 2009. The French word touche originated from what Olympic sport? Fencing. It's used to acknowledge that somebody was hit by somebody's opponent. Touche, I touched you. Wendy, you didn't win any money, but just for playing today, you got the movie Stronger starring Mark Wahlberg on Blu-ray, along with the best-selling book.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good job, Brooke.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Wendy. I actually feel like you mean that. I was trying for you. I was trying to beat you.
Okay.
Well, you did.
Yeah, that happened.
Mission accomplished.
Sorry.
Wendy, I don't know why, but you're one of my favorite contestants that we've had on Winbrook's
Is
Bucks
it
lately.
because she's
Read
kind
over
of
it.
emotionalist? You
Yeah,
don't know
you
where
kind
she
of-
stands? Like, is she being sarcastic when she says
Exactly.
that?
Yeah.
Or is she being sincere? I don't know.
I like
don't
that
know if
about
she's
you.
trolling me.
I can't figure you out, and I enjoy it. Like, I can't tell if you hate us or if you like us,
Yeah, she's like a
Maybe
like a-
or
both.
if you're happy to be here, or if you're over it already. A little bit of both.
She's
Okay.
an enigma.
There it is again.
Sweet. All right. Well, congratulations on getting the movie and the book, and hopefully we'll talk to you again very soon, Wendy.
All right, thanks.
Yes, I still don't know if you meant that. All right. We're playing Winbrook's Bucks same time tomorrow.
Moving 92.5.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's awkward Tuesday phone call.
You always notice when your significant other starts acting differently. Like maybe they didn't have a password on their phone, and then all of a sudden they got a password on their phone. Why are they doing that?
Whoa.
Good
Or maybe
question.
they got a second phone. Why are they doing that?
Oh, even
or maybe
creepier.
they opened up a whole new phone store. What's up with that?
Okay,
What?
no.
Business?
Yeah,
It's
I-
all about phones most of the time.
Huh.
But it still freaks you out nonetheless when you notice that their behavior is changing, especially when you're 2 weeks away from marrying them. And that's what's going on with Haley right now, who's on the phone for an awkward Tuesday phone call. What's up, Haley?
Hey, guys.
How are you?
I was going to say congratulations, but your tone doesn't sound like I should right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on. I'm just getting married in a couple weeks, and I feel like I can't talk to my fiance, and everything's just, he's
Okay.
just being weird.
All right, it sounds like you're about to explode, Haley. Breathe a little bit.
For real.
It's gonna be. Well, we don't know if it's gonna be okay, but we're gonna do the awkward Tuesday phone call, and hopefully it'll clear some things up for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Start from the beginning. What is going on?
so I live with my fiance, Joseph,
Okay.
and this really weird thing happened a few days ago, and I'm trying to talk to him about it, but he will not talk to me about it.
Okay, so what happened?
Okay. So 2 nights ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was just waiting for him to come home from work. I was just doing a little laundry, and I heard the door open, and I stopped what I was doing, and I was like, I'm going to go say hi. And I see him and catch him trying to sneak into our bedroom, and
What?
he wasn't wearing any pants.
Wait, hold up. Are you saying that your fiance came home pantsless and tried to sneak into the bedroom?
Yeah, I mean, he had a shirt on. He just didn't have his pants on.
Does he normally go out wearing just a shirt, no pants, or is this a new thing?
No, this No, he doesn't. He was at work with his
Okay.
clothes on.
Okay.
Hold on. I mean, obviously, like maybe he spilled something on his pants on the way home, or there's got to be a logical explanation, right?
Well, exactly. That's what I thought. So I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, where are your pants? I mean, and then he shut the door on me and locked it. And I was like, what's happening? What's going on? And he said, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea why my pants are gone.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
And just to clarify, he was sober, right?
Yes, he was definitely sober. And
Okay.
like, he's not the kind of guy who goes out and gets drunk. I mean, he drove home, like your car was there.
Yeah.
And after he said, I don't know, I pushed him on that. Like, what the hell? I was like, what do you mean? Like, you don't have pants on. Where are your pants?
Yeah, there are some answers you get where you're like, okay, fine, I don't really need an explanation for that. But if somebody comes home with no pants on, there should be a story behind that.
Right. And then it got weirder. He says, I guess I left them at work.
I guess.
I guess.
What?
I guess I left him at work.
What? I mean, if he's trying to cover himself on this one, he's doing a really bad job because every statement just brings a lot more questions.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It makes no sense. And so it just sounded like he was starting to make things up. And he told me that he worked out at the office and then forgot his pants there, he guesses, on the way
Come on,
home.
man.
and
All
then-
right.
Who would
So
believe
he's
that?
working out with no pants on?
Or he changed and claiming that he forgot his pants and got in the car and was like, got all the way home and was like, oh, hey, whoa, where'd my pants
I knew it
go?
was a little chilly.
Yeah.
Right. But then he just said, he was just like, I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Huh.
So I just kind of like let him be that night. But I mean, obviously, it's like psycho. I've been trying to bring it up with him these past few days, but he won't talk to me about it. It's like freaking me out, you know, like it's like I can tell that something's bothering him, and he keeps shutting me down. I try to talk to him about it, and it's like we're getting married in a couple weeks, and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to marry a guy who comes home and doesn't wear pants and then doesn't talk to me about it. Like, it doesn't make any
Wait, hold
sense.
up. Does he like to play pranks on you?
No. He's not like that at all. He's like the most sweetest, kindest, like everything out on the table kind of person. This is this is the weirdest. I don't know what's happening.
So
Okay,
what-
and he won't give you any kind of answer, like a real answer.
No. And like usually it's not like we don't hide things from each other. And I need him to be open and honest if we're going to be getting married. And I just don't know what to do.
So wait, what are your theories right now? Because you sound like a person who has only thought about this every single minute of the day the last 2 days.
But that's the thing is, like, I have no idea, like, unless he was like mugged or something. And but why would they take his pants? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it
I feel
shows
like
that
he's
you
telling me about it.
shows you trust him a lot if your mind goes to mugged instead of cheating and forgot his pants somewhere.
Right?
But even if you're cheating, how do you forget your pants?
what I'm
like, are you
saying.
just
That's
the
the one
worst?
thing.
You're
Yeah.
like the worst cheater in the whole world?
Yeah, like even if he didn't have a shirt on, it'd be one thing. But the
But
pants.
the pants, I know.
pants.
Yeah,
Like,
it makes no sense.
It's
What
not
is
a
going
forget
on?
type of thing.
Yeah, I have no idea, and that's why I'm calling. I need help. I don't know how to get him to talk to me about it, and I need to.
Okay,
to
I think-
find out what happened if we're gonna get married.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Again,
Calm down.
I think that you'll still be able to get married. There's got to be something about going pantsless that isn't as bad as we think it
Yeah.
could be. I don't know what, but
Well, yeah, I hope so. All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back, give you a little advice on how to approach him, and then you can make your Awkward Tuesday phone call and ask him why he didn't have pants that night.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
All right.
Hang on.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
I've figured it out. I don't even think there's any need to do an Awkward Tuesday phone call.
Really?
Haley,
What?
you want to call your fiance and ask him why he came home the other day with no pants on and couldn't explain it.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's obvious why that happened.
no, it isn't.
I can't think of it.
Everyone is perplexed.
How is it obvious?
Oh, man, such simple minds.
What?
Okay.
Obviously, he was abducted by aliens.
Oh,
come on.
obviously. That's why you couldn't talk about it.
And that's why on his way home from work, he vanished for a little while into a light, came back down. The aliens gave his shirt, his underwear, and his shoes back. But obviously,
Yeah.
they liked his pants.
Duh.
Aliens, big fans of Jinko. Not many people knew that.
Because her fiance is wearing Jinko to his professional job.
Yeah, I don't know why he's wearing those, Haley.
Yeah.
His fault though.
Yeah.
All right. Very funny.
Okay. You're obviously not in the mood. and that's fine. But yes, Haley is about to call her fiance and ask why he came home with no pants on.
Now, Haley, you're getting married in 2 weeks.
Yes.
If he tells you something as crazy as the alien excuse, is that going to be grounds for calling it off?
I maybe, yeah. I mean, if he's insane.
Well,
Okay, I just need to know where your boundaries are, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, if he gave me some story about being abducted by aliens, that's pretty bad. And he can't tell me the truth, and he has to tell me that.
Well, here's what I think you need to do, because you wanted some advice on how to approach him, right? I think you have to show him that you're serious. If you talk to him about it and he starts to dodge you again, I don't think there's anything wrong with you going, hey, unless you answer my question truthfully, I don't think we can get married.
Whoa,
you need to show him that you're
that's
serious.
An ultimatum.
Oh, my
Well, if you're already
God.
hiding lies.
Well,
No.
it's not. It is an ultimatum, but it's an. I mean, do you want to get married to this guy if you never find this out?
See,
I mean, that just seems a little harsh, right?
You could make it softer by saying, I'm having second thoughts about getting married.
I feel like you go in and you say that you have been assuming that he's cheating, and unless he tells you otherwise, that's what your assumption is. Because then he has to come clean, right?
I guess. I mean, they just both seem like a lot.
I'll dial his phone number right now, and you can make your Awkward Tuesday phone call, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey. What's up?
just hanging out. How's work going?
Really busy. I have a report that's due, like in about half an hour, so kind of caught me at a bad time.
Okay, I know you have to go, but I really need to talk to you about what happened the other night.
Oh, can we talk about that later?
Babe, no, I'm sorry, but it's been 2 days, and you came home without pants. Like, come on, that's not normal. Like, we need to be able to talk to each other, and
I really don't want to talk about it right now. I mean, I'm at work, right? I have this
no.
report I have to get done, and
I know, I heard you, Joseph. But we are supposed to get married in 2 weeks, and listen, we have to talk about this. Like, I've been thinking about every situation or everything that could have happened, and you won't tell me.
Okay,
I'm
Haley,
like freaking out over here.
Haley, listen, we can talk about it later, okay? I promise I'll talk to you about it later. But
no, we can't. You always say that. You always put it off or brush me off. Okay, it's really, really important to me that we talk about it right now. Okay?
I'm at work. Can it wait till we get home?
Joseph, you came home in your underwear with no pants on. Do you really think I can't let this go? We have to talk about this. It's not normal. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. I just don't know if I just don't know if we can get married.
Wait, whoa! Wait a minute. What do you mean? We have a wedding in 2 weeks.
I know.
We've been planning this whole thing.
Yes, we're getting married. I need to know the truth. You can't hide these things from me. I know it's bothering you.
Oh man, please don't make me say it right now. I'm not quite ready to tell you what happened,
Joseph,
but I will.
I waited too long. I've been trying to talk to you about this. We're supposed to be able to talk to each other.
Okay. Look, planning the wedding is really, really stressful. It's really stressful, and I've deadlines at work.
It is.
Okay. Okay. The truth is, I was driving home the other night, and I saw a massage parlor sign on the side of the road, and I thought with everything going on and how stressed I was and everything, I would just stop and get a massage. So I did, and I went in and I was getting the massage and everything, and all of a sudden, this woman that was giving me the massage, she started to do or try to do stuff for me. She
Wait, what?
I didn't tell her to do it. I mean, I didn't know it was going to happen, and I did not ask for it. I did
my
not
God.
ask for it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, stop. Joseph, you let her do stuff to you?
No. She tried. She tried to do stuff to me. I didn't let her. That's why I ran out of there as fast as I could, and I forgot my pants. I didn't know it was that kind of massage place. I really didn't. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what kind of a place it was. I didn't. I just stopped, and then it just got out of hand, and I took off. And I came home without my pants. I didn't want to tell you because I'm so embarrassed, Haley. But I didn't know how to tell you that I almost cheated on you.
Oh, man. Don't go to massage places where it's just a neon sign and a dark window.
Hello?
Or the word parlor attached.
Wow.
Wait, what was that?
Hey, what's up, Joseph? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Hi, Joseph.
What's up, man?
What the hell? Hey, Haley? Haley, are you there?
Yes, hi.
I'll tell him for you, Haley. It's Joseph, it's a segment we do on our show called the Awkward Tuesday Phone Call. Haley told us about you coming home with no pants on the other night, and she was trying to find an answer, and apparently you're a very bad judge of businesses.
Whoa, wait. You guys heard that whole thing?
Yes,
Yeah,
we did.
We heard it all. Oh, I feel so bad for you. I really do.
This is on the radio?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, but at least everybody knows that you didn't cheat on your fiance.
Hey.
Oh, God, that's embarrassing.
Hey, I think that has probably happened more times than you realize, Joseph.
Okay.
Yeah. How did you not know what type of place you were going into?
It's hard to tell on some of these. Like,
not anymore.
no, my girlfriends and I, we went and got a pedicure at this place, and we had no idea until it was in the news later that's why the girls didn't know how to give pedicures.
What?
Yes,
Really?
for real.
Dang.
Like, I totally understand, Joseph.
Maybe I'm just too in tune with that world because I can spot them every time I drive. I'm like, that's one.
You go into
Dude,
all
the
of
whole
them.
time the ladies acted like they were disgusted with our feet, and we're like, what's the deal?
Yeah, because
Then there was the news that came out, and I'm like, oh, that was the deal.
you weren't getting the right service from them. They would have been completely ready to handle something else for you if you would have wanted.
It doesn't even matter that you didn't know what the place was. Honestly, you could have told me this. Like, it's weird.
But I couldn't tell you what happened right then, because if I told you I just went and got a massage, you wouldn't have believed me. I didn't have any pants.
As I just said, it is not like ideal, but I would have actually, if you told me I trust you. It's weirder that you kept it hidden forever. I had to freaking call this radio station to talk to you about it.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I was embarrassed. It just freaked me out. I didn't know how to handle it.
By the way, Joseph, you are like the worst liar ever. You told her that you forgot them at work? Like that was your gonna go-to?
I was freaked out. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, of course.
I just couldn't tell her there was a massage parlor involved.
Well, you could have. And next time, or I guess hope there is not a next time. But you just hopefully now just don't hide things from me. Nothing actually happened, and nothing was your fault.
There's not going to be a next time. I promise. I promise there won't be a next time.
Never getting a massage again.
I'll even Yelp the massage parlor if I'm going to go there first.
No, those places still may have really good reviews. I would really not rely on Yelp on that one, Joseph.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God.
Right. So, sweetheart, listen, I'm really sorry, and I hope you're not mad at me. Are we okay?
No, I'm not mad at you. We're fine. It's okay. It's just maybe we won't tell people,
I think it may
Except
be a
everybody
little
listening
late.
to this right now.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Most people don't know who you are.
That's good.
It could be a good story for our grandkids one day.
What? That's not
true.
a grandkid story, Joseph.
Let me tell you about the one time I stopped off and almost got a rubbing touch. It was
definitely
super
not.
embarrassing.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A lot of people are texting in about today's Awkward Tuesday phone call saying they think it's a fake story.
Really?
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning, thinking the guy's a liar. If you missed it, Haley wanted to call her fiance Joseph. He came home the other day with no pants on, and she didn't know why. And she called him, and his story is that he was stressed out and stopped to get a massage on the way home from work, but he went into one of those massage places.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as he figured out what it was, he ran out of there, but he forgot his pants.
Oh,
I
man.
totally believe it. I've accidentally gone into one of those places. They're not that easy to spot all the time if you're not looking for it.
Yeah.
If you're not looking for it, if you've never been to one, you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
You
if it's a massage place where the windows are all blacked out and there's just a neon sign that says massage and you go in there and like it's very obvious, I think, when you walk in.
The one I went to was more upscale. Okay, it was in an old house.
What? In
an old house? You should have known right then. Yeah. Anyway, most people think that he's lying. Remember, if you want to do an Awkward Tuesday phone call, just email the show. We'll help you with your problem as long as you make an awkward phone call in exchange.